Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I've been away for a little while. I didn't do any filming last weekend because I was in Cambridge, which is a town. Is it a city or is it a town? There's a place outside London anyway, and I went there for a little mini break, which was lovely. So I didn't get a chance to do any filming last weekend. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a break. No offense to you guys, obviously I love doing videos, but as you guys know, I do only film at the weekends because I work all week, and sometimes trying to fit everything in as well as fit in everything else that we can be very difficult. Even now it's like 8 o'clock in the evening because I've been so busy today. Anyways, so today's video is going to be a review video on one of the latest Sleek eyeshadow palettes, which is called the Enchanted Forest palette. Now there was one that came out just before, Aquatic something, but it was very blue based, and I do wear blue eyeshadows, don't get me wrong, but I don't wear them as often as I would do others, and I think that a lot of people are the same as me, because blue is one of those shades which it's not an everyday kind of shade. It's also not a shade that suits everybody. It can be difficult to wear as well. So I kind of just left that one. Now, if there was only one or two blue shades, I may have got it, but there was more. So first thing I'm going to do is show you the packaging, which looks like this. Not very exciting, considering that it is, I don't know, is it limited edition? I'm actually not that sure. But they could have done a little bit more with their packaging than that. I mean, I know that I've complained previously in regards to their packaging that it's not that exciting, that sometimes when they do their limited edition packaging, there's always some beautiful image on the front, and then you get the palette and it's like black. That if it is limited edition, you could really put the design on here too. It would make it all that more special because it is limited edition. And then on top of that, when they have a corresponding blush that goes with it, the blush has actually got a really nice picture on it, but the eyeshadow palette doesn't. I think that Sleek have been around long enough that they can spend a little bit of extra money to maybe pay attention a little bit more to their packaging. Just an idea. So anyway, this is what it looks like. Standard black plastic. Inside are 12 eyeshadows, and they all look like so. So this is called the Enchanted Forest palette, and all of the eyeshadows, the names are based upon Cinderella. So if you were thinking Enchanted Forest, ooh, very greens and browns and very similar to one that they did last year, what was it called? That had lots of greens and browns. Was it the Arabian one? I don't think so. It was something else, and I loved that one. Anyway, let me just show you a close-up of it. Obviously, I have used all of the shades because I've been using it all week, so it's going to look a bit dusty. So here's what it looks like. Really nice mixture of shades, couple of mattes and some shimmers in there too. It comes with their standard sponge tipped applicator, which I swear nobody uses. Again, this is something they really need to reevaluate. I've never ever used it. Sleek Makeup, for those of you that don't know, is a UK based brand. They are a drugstore brand, so all of their products are very affordable. I do like Sleek quite a lot. I like their blushes and their eyeshadow palettes more than anything. I've got a couple of lipsticks, only a few, and I love their contouring palette that they've got. I like the contouring trio even better, which comes with a contour powder, a highlighter and a blush. Other products, hit and miss, hit and miss. So anyway, this one here, excellent. It is excellent. Every single shade in here is absolutely amazing. I really do think it is worth the money. I think it was like $7.99, which is really, really good value for money, as I've said. And it is a very fall autumn based palette. Obviously it has just been released very recently. I got it about a week ago, but I think it came out the week before, and I will link where you can buy it below, and I think they do ship internationally as well. So I'm going to go through all of these eyeshadows and swatch them on my hand. I am wearing it on my eyes today, and I have worn it all week. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen all the images or the pictures of me wearing them as well, but I will insert them in this video as well in random places. But like I said before, please follow me on Instagram because I do face of the days every single day. So this shade here is called Glass Slipper, and it is basically a matte white. I've been using this as an all over the eye colour as like a base, and I also have been using it as a brow bone shade. This one here is called Beatrice. This one is also matte and it is a lovely pinky purple shade. I've been using this in my crease a lot this week. I think it's an amazing, amazing colour. This one here is called Perla and it is a beautiful shimmering sky blue shade. Really, really pigmented. This one is called Fairy Godmother. This one is a gorgeous shimmering kind of champagne-y pink shade. Again, really heavily pigmented and super shimmery. This one here is called Grand Duke. And this one is like a beautiful azure blue sort of shade. Again, really heavily pigmented. Ignore the swatch on the top, I don't know what that is. Every video I've got some random swatches on my hands. This one here is called Drizella. Like the weirdest swatch ever, but there you go. You can see it's like a greyish greeny colour. Really unique. I think this is the only one I've actually not used yet, but again, it's very shimmery and full coverage and awesome. This one here is called Pumpkin. A beautiful sunny gold shade. This is what I'm actually wearing on my lid today in this video. This one here is called Prince Charming. And then this one is a matte greeny blue shade, but more on the green side, more of like a foresty greeny blue. This is what I'm wearing in my crease today. Here is called Happily Ever After, a full-on true silver shade, really full coverage again. This one is called Anastasia. This one is a deep reddish purple. It's gorgeous, love it, and it's matte. This one here is called Daphne. This one's a very unique shade. It's like, it looks greenish, but then it doesn't. Then it looks kind of silvery green, but then it doesn't. It's really, really unique. I loved using this week. This last one here is called Lady Tremaine. And this one is like a deep burgundy brown colour. So that's it. Those are all the swatches from the Enchanted Forest palette. As you can see, it is gorgeous. It is awesome to use for the autumn, for the winter, or if you're me, you're still using it in August, it doesn't matter. But it is really, really gorgeous, and I've worn this with so many looks. To be fair, it is very difficult to come out with a very simple neutral look with this palette. All of these shades are very, very strong and very deep and very dark. So there are no like pale browns, any caramels, anything like that, anything really light. The only thing is Snow White, not Snow White, what's called Glass Slipper, but you can't really wear that on its own. The only thing I would say is in terms of the matte shades, there is two very similar colours, Anastasia and Beatrice, and then there's this greenish colour, what is that called again? Prince Charming, and then Snow White. I mean, it's very difficult to use things in your crease, because obviously using something in your crease means you want to define your eye, and it's always best to use a matte colour. I think that maybe they should have thrown in a brown in there, because I have personally found it difficult trying to find something to use in my crease. Like today, even though I've got gold on my lid, I would have preferred to use a brown or a caramel or a light pale nudish colour, but because there wasn't anything else, I had to use the green. So it's not really the kind of palette that you can use for everyday sort of looks. It's definitely full-on kind of looks, very shimmery, very out there, very nighttime, going out sort of looks. So that's the only negative comment that I would have to say about the palette. Other than that, I would definitely give it a, I'd say 9 out of 10. Doesn't get a 10 purely because of that reason that I said. So $7.99, can't go wrong. So if you do like the look of these shades, by all means, go out and get it. If not, don't have to. Yeah, so if you've got any more comments or any more questions about this palette, please feel free to let me know below. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, I hope you're all fabulous. I hope you're all great. This is Minnie Mouse, in case you're wondering. Got it from Uniqlo the other day. Yeah, so that's it. Love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.